Hello, and welcome to the Learning Project. I'm your host today, Stephanie Courtney. We are going to be interviewing Dr. Patrick Dix, who's going to be really leading out an interesting conversation on leadership and professionalism. You don't want to miss this.
And I've noticed there are a lot of people that lack a lot of self-confidence and reassurance
Yes.
to move to the next level. A lot of people are afraid in life to move forward because they're afraid of what people will say. And
Mm-hmm.
you can't live your life like that. You have
Right.
to be able to move forward. You have to take risks. One of the things I tell people, you'll take a risk for a job, but you won't take a risk for yourself.
Yeah.
If you're making the same amount of money you made at 22 and at 36, you have a big problem. And that's one of the first things that'll stick out and says you have some kind of deficiency someplace.
Yeah.
You're afraid to take the risk. You're afraid to take responsibility. You're afraid to wonder and see what else is out there because you're afraid, well, if this doesn't work, I'm going to lose where I'm at now.
Yeah.
That's one of the what's happening right now in the United States. We're living on technology from the 1800s. From 1850 to about 1900, the United States advanced further than it has in any period of time. And we're living off technology from the 1850s to 1900s.
Right. Uh-huh.
One of the things I try to get people to see, you have to advance with life. If a company is moving forward, you have to move forward with it. I tell a lot of high school kids and I tell adults, we don't care in the real world what your GPA is.
No.
You have a degree, that's just a piece of paper. Basically, you're saying, I went through class, I did this. You'll have a lot of people, I went to this university. Real life does not care about that. And one of the things I tell people about life, it doesn't care about gender, it doesn't care about race, doesn't care about income level. Life levels everybody. Technology has advanced and it is going to leave a lot of people behind in the education system. We have to go back to teaching kids how to work with their hands and think.
Yes.
Everybody sit behind a computer and code and be an engineer. A lot of kids don't want to do that. We need to put kids on a curriculum to where they can become, as they would say with finances, taxable. If something gets hard, they're going to end back up on your couch.
Absolutely.
You're creating a coping mechanism for them to say, well, it's so hard out there. What are you going to do? Instead of telling them you need to fail, you'll learn how to do it. We're going to help, but you're not going to quit.
Yeah.
And kids will thank you when they get older for that. But right now, with how our education system is, they teach kids just to give up so fast and say, well, I can't do it, or I need an award, or I just need a participation trophy. They need to learn life does not work like that.
Yeah.
And I got fired, I think 2 jobs in my life. I could care less. I'll tell anybody, you can never make me feel bad for getting fired.
Right.
People will say, well, you got fired. Those are closed-minded thinking people. You look at got fired from Apple in the late 90s, then they hired him back, and he turned the company around because it was surely going under.
Wow.
People will make you feel bad for making mistakes like that, and then I'll just tell people to have an open mindset. Be willing to go outside the box. Don't. Being a leader and in another capacity, just listening, just taking things slowly and just hearing the people out and being respectful to people, making sure people feel like an employee instead of a number. Have some morals and character and integrity. Make the best decisions. Don't make decisions when you're mad. Make decisions when you're level-headed.
Yes.
And also make the decisions when you can think about everything and say, how would this affect? Because when you're younger, we learn about cause and effect. And language arts, I remember that one of those classes. There's a cause and there's an effect. So if you do this, something is going to happen. In every bad situation, there's a lot of good to come out of it. Me getting fired from that job turned my whole life around.
Wow.
Put my life on a whole different path. In the first Fast and the Furious movie, I think it's the first or the second one. It's the first one. one of the lines, Paul Walker goes in there and talks to the guy that's over the FBI. He says, "Man, I need some more time to do something." He said, "If you want time, you buy the magazine. We don't have time."